Aloha mai kako. Thanks for taking the time to watch our video. This video is going to be about our preparation of slabs as an exchange for services with the wonderful organization Hawaii Maoli. Hawaii Maoli purchased us the large Stihl 880 chainsaw that you see there in exchange for us making 2 large Papa Kuiai over 4 work days, and then making 30 slabs available in the Hawaiian community. So we wanted to share the first board that we made, that we cut using this saw. A kamani tree had fallen on my auntie's home in Wailua, and we picked up the saw and hit it directly to her house, and there you go, first cut's been made. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Workstation at your house. We got a couple of used horses, and as you can see, a bunch of wood has been prepped for the making of Papa Kuiai. Papa Kuiai are the boards used to make poi. Traditionally, we're doing a little bit more of a modern twist. We're adding on the benches. Basic concept is real simple. We cut out the benches, we rough out the center, and then these are prepped and ready to go into the fish pond. We soak it in the fish pond for 6 to 8 weeks, and then we pull it out and make it available for you to finish up. These boards, we got the first 30 for the Hawaiian Civic clumps at a price range between $50 and $200. So if you're interested in getting some of these boards and making your own Papa Kuiai, give us a call. We're asking for a $50 non-refundable deposit to claim your board. And when the boards come out of the fish pond, we'll give you a call. You can come pick out which one you like. Right on, you guys. Brother Daniel, check this out. We're gonna chop this all the way up right here. This is a beautiful chunk of mango. We kind of just did our rough out. Very important. If you got safety gear, you want to make sure. You want to make sure that you're using it, because this is real dangerous kind of stuff.
Boots.
How's it, everybody? We're over here at Halau Ku Mana. We're at Lo'i Camp. We got the board and stone making today. But here's a class of the seniors. Uncle Danny, this is for you. He was up here, helped these guys open up their taro patches. Now to stay working on your big board, making them all pretty. This was for the Heʻeia Fish Pond fundraiser. If you're interested, it's August 27th. Go to paepae.org and get more information. Over here at Ku Mana, your kids can learn all different kind of cool stuff. They can sand boards and stones, make pohakus. Right over here, you see this big papa again with practice at the bottom. That one, we will patch them. Extra homework. Gotta soak them in the pond. Alright, you guys. So in the last segment, you saw the piece of mango wood that the kids are working on was really nice and clean looking. And it hadn't yet been soaked in the fish pond. We wanted to have the kids rough it out. So here we are at Paepae o Heʻeia, and through the grace and blessings of Paepae and Kamehameha schools, we're able to use the pond to basically do what the kupuna were doing. Soaking the wood ensures the termites and other bugs don't want to eat it, and it helps to prevent checks and cracks in greenwood. Trevor Latour and myself, Trevor's out in San Francisco right now, but before he left to go to law school there, he helped us out and really got a whole bunch of boards into the fish pond. I think if you look closely, you're going to notice that there's no other boards in the pond, so this is our first soaking of the first day. These 19 boards that went in the first day already came out. We've already made a half dozen or so Papa Kuiai out of them. So Friday morning at 6:30 in the morning, I get a call from one of my friends, Kaimana Yaw, and he says, "Hey, Daniel, I'm in Waihole near the Waikane store, and they got some ulu trees. So you want to come down and cut some ulu?" I said, "Shoots." I jumped in the car, I head out there, halfway out there, they say, "Hey, Daniel, every single slab says save Pohaku." I could only think of one Pohaku, so I gave Pohaku Stone a call, of which he was the guy that marked them, but he was in California. So we asked if a few slabs could fall our way, and he said, "Daniel, I know how to share, you guys take half." So we ended up slabbing it all, and we gave Uncle the premium boards of the bunch, 4-inch thick slabs, and he shared with us the rest of it, which, yes guys, we have ulu for Papa Kuiai. They are soaking in the fish pond. We're probably looking at, today's the 25th of July that we're making this video, so we're probably looking about the middle of August before those slabs are ready. Now look at the size of this slab. Beautiful, beautiful ulu wood. Thanks Kaimana for the call and for all the help. You know, so basically the way that we figured out when we put the slabs in the pond was we took a video or we took a picture. So this is the day that we took the ulu slabs out into the fish pond. You know, there are some phenomenal photos of the process of falling this tree and actually getting it down into the river. Although that fits into our story, what we really wanted to show was the use of the Still 880 in making slabs. This tree, this beautiful mango tree, gave its life so that 50 boards could make it into the community. What is so special about this tree, if you take a look at the hui here, is Kaimana Yaw is down there, Grayson Kalai Kawe, and it also looks like Kaleo Holt, and everybody's going to get boards out of this, but we were able to send about 15 mango boards to Molokai for Kaimana to do a board making workshop on Molokai and affect 15 families up there. So this section, we're kind of prepping this mango tree to continue slabbing it. This tree was so large that you can see the 41-inch blade that I'm using, and you can see how there are sections of the tree that are probably close to that long. So without having this saw, it would have been really difficult for us to be able to get all the slabs out of this tree.
Somebody have a moped or a motorcycle?
No kidding, Kalai. That is pretty loud. Could be a moped or maybe even a big motorcycle. Actually, it's the Still 880. And I think his comment really refers to the importance of safety gear, ear protection, eye protection, helmet if you got it, chaps if you got it, of course boots, gloves. And one of the things that we're real fortunate is that with the safety gear that we had enough for everybody to all do their part to be safe. Kaleo is actually up there, and he's keeping an eye on making sure that all the bolts are nice and tight, and when the time is right, he comes down and he puts a wedge in there. And so his pretty much sole role is kind of like a safety officer to make sure that the two of us are able to cut properly and safely. So just to show sort of the level of work, skill that was required to take this tree, Kuiai is shooting this from on top of the hill looking down into this little gulch. And the slabs came from the other side of the gulch, which we had to follow the tree, drop it into the gulch, then actually go ahead and slab each and every one. You see in the lower right hand corner there's some slabs that are ready to go, and in this next section we're going to show you guys how we brought the tree slabs up. Yep, go for it. So this is where it gets real exciting, because we got 100 feet of rope with a hook on the end, and there we go, just dragging it up piece at a time. We got about 50 slabs out of this tree. That's about how many times we drove the truck back and forth to pull them out. Look at the size of that slab. That's a big slab. So with a group of these young Hawaiians, we basically, this is the fruit of one day's labor. Of course, there's a lot of prep to get to this one day, but I think on that day we got maybe 7 or 8 large slabs. That's all about 24 to 30 inches wide, anywhere from 5 to 7 feet. So before we put them in the fish pond, the next step, we use the Stihl 880 to do the bench cut on the seats. And then right now, man, you know the thing I loved about this project is I got to learn even more about all the tools that I have. This is a log wizard. It's kind of like a router for the end of your chainsaw. The instruction manual says that you're supposed to use it to debark wood, but we found that it can be used for some other different applications. Log wizard, pretty crazy. Takes a lot of workout, but it's pretty heavy and it's kind of dangerous. So you know, when you use a power tool, you gotta remember to be the operator. So try not to be forceful as you use it, and try to keep the
Thank you, Rodriguez.
So this is the view as we drive down the street with some ulu and some mango slabs to put into the fish pond. Well, folks, this is the last part of the first half of this mo'olelo. Here we stand on the banks of Paepae o Heʻeia at high tide, and we string a lei of Papa Kuiai that we're going to soak for a few months, and then we hope to adorn these beautiful boards into the homes, into the families throughout our community. If you're interested, check us out, www.manai.com. Mahalo ho to Hawaii Maoli for all of your support.